parents and friends. Welcome to Miss Jardine's Science Fair. Our friends are very excited to share what they've been working on these last couple of weeks. It's fun with the Science Fair time. One of the big things at Challenger is our logical method, and Science Fair is a great
Good morning, parents. Welcome to Room 113 Science Fair. Like all good scientists, we began by observing the world around us.
One day, me and my friend Rio were playing outside. He was wearing a red shirt, I was wearing a white shirt. He said he felt hot, and I didn't feel hot. We started to wonder and ask questions like, do different colors absorb heat from the sun differently?
Next, we made a hypothesis. A hypothesis is a smart guess. Everyone's hypothesis was slightly different. Mine was that darker colors like black and green absorb more heat than lighter colors like white, pink, or silver. The next step of the scientific method is research. We came up with ideas of how to test our guess using simpler household things or items.
First, we got all our materials we need. We used different colored clocks, thermometers, timer, staples, and a heat lamp to be like a sunny day. After we got all these materials, we were ready for the best part, the experiment.
We wanted to keep things constant. We took big pieces of cloth and cut them into the same size and shape. We stapled 3 sides but left one side open to place the thermometer in.
We placed a thermometer into each square pocket. We left one thermometer alone. This was our control. We needed this information to compare how a thermometer is affected by the fabric color. We took everything and placed it under the lamp for 20 minutes. After the time had passed, we checked each thermometer and put it in our data chart and recorded the results.
We conducted our experiment 3 times to make sure we didn't have too many mistakes in our results. Our chart shows the recorded temperature after 20 minutes for each of the 3 trials we ran.
The darker clots like green, blue, and black absorb more sunlight, with black being the highest. The lighter clots like white, yellow, pink, and silver absorb lesser sunlight, with white being the lowest.
The different temperature of each cloth was an independent variable. The temperature depended on the colors of the fabric. We learned that darker colors absorb more heat than lighter colors.
This is why it is a better idea to wear light colors on a hot, sunny day. After this experiment, we started to wonder if light colors absorb light differently. For further research, we might do a follow-up experiment using fabrics like wool, silk, linen, or polyester. Thank you for coming to our science fair. Like the first ink
started to wonder and ask what fabric makes the best insulation.
Next, we make our smart guess, our hypothesis. Everyone had their own hypothesis. Mine was that felt would keep cold air in better because it is smooth. Fur wouldn't work because it is not smooth. We have to keep the air stuck in the cup. We think for smooth stuff in our experience. We use basic household items to test our hypothesis. First, we needed all our materials. We needed 6 empty yogurt cups, water, a beaker for measuring, and a freezer. Once we got all our materials together, we were ready to start the fun, the experiment. We filled the cups with water to the top line and placed them into the freezer until the water became ice. Then we placed the fabric on top of the cup and secured it with the rubber band. We left one cup uncovered. This was our control. We used it to see how ice could melt without any insulation. So the independent variable will have something to compare to.
We placed the cups on the shelf. Then we left it there for 30 minutes. After we took off the rubber bands from the fabric and left it there.
We took the cups and poured out any liquid water. The less water, the better of an insulator it was. We then took all of this information and put it into our data chart. We conducted our experiment 3 times to make sure we didn't have too many mistakes in our results. Our chart shows the following amount of liquid water after 30 minutes. The thicker the fabric, the better the insulator. The thinner the fabric, the worse the insulator.
The different amount of water was all dependent. The different amount of water depended on the different type of fabric. We learned the thicker of a fabric, the better of an insulator the fabric is.
That's why on a cold day you should wear thicker clothes. The thick clothes are insulation to not let your body heat escape. After this experiment, we began to wonder how other fabrics would work as insulators.
For further research, we may test different fabric types of the same thickness in order to determine if it is the fabric type or the thickness. Thank you for coming to our science fair.
See things, they make observations, and after all that looking, they have a bunch of questions. They make a hypothesis and educate a guess, and try to prove their guesses without making a mess. The way to find the answer is to conduct a test, and writing down what happens is what they do the best. The answer to the question is what they call conclusion, and with all that information, being smart is no illusion. So after all that learning, we really have to say, the scientific method, let's give a cheer, hooray!
Like Jean work as an insulator.
All right. What do you think, Vinayak? How would a fabric like jean work as an insulator?
So we learned the thicker the fabric, the better the insulator.
Let them know too.
So the jeans are mostly thin on the outside, so I think it will be a bad insulator, so it's better to wear inside.
Okay, let's do one more. Can I
Thank you. For the light and dark grays absorb different amounts of heat. Why?
All right. Trudy, would you like to answer that one?
Yeah.
Okay, can you answer that for us, please?
I think they would absorb different amounts of heat because dark gray is darker and light gray is a lighter color. And we learned that darker colors would absorb more.
Get your thing, get your thing. Oh, man.
Get this one.
No, quickly, get your thing.
Yeah. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3, smile. I love all the smiles, okay?